money raising story, and stock pricing story, that I think also coincides with this larger uh, fear that we all have about this technology, because we're also seeing all these layoffs happen in relationship to this new technology. And so I'm not sure that I'm totally right about this, but to see the number of job losses we're seeing with said new technology, I think that creates a lot of fear for people. So in some ways, I think people almost want this to be a bubble. They want it to have been hype because they want it not to work, because then that means we don't lose our jobs, which is like irrational. It's like irrational from a business sense and like a company operating sense, because it in fact is working, but it is very rational from like a human psychology perspective. And then I think there's this whole other side of it where we're all using it. You and I are using it, I think, especially in the creator space, the solopreneur, digital nomad, entrepreneurial space, using it. And we're able to uh, uh, build products and companies at a much lower cost and much faster than we ever have been before. We run, or if you just run your life and your basic workflows through this stuff, it's fantastic. There's all this opportunity and there's all this great stuff, and we're all using it, you know, across all areas of our lives. So it's very good and positive and exciting over here. But then there's this narrative over here in on Wall Street and in the media, which, is like this vortex of obviously what we see. And on the political side, it's just insanity every way, which way you look. And so I think I just think we're living in this world where there's just these two different realities, kind of coexisting. Um, and, I think that's what's interesting. I think if you take the long view on this, I think it's blue skies, and there's a lot of good. But if you're in the immediate around job insecurity and around fear of the stock market tanking and what does that mean, and and you're reading about the Great Depression, and and listening to these news stories, then I think you're very afraid, um, which I also think is what like the media sells us.